Good evening, I'm Patricia Vallone with the CTV News Update. A new COVID-19 testing site opens this morning in Laurel. It's located at the Laurel-Beltsville Senior Activity Center on Contee Road and is run by the County Health Department by appointment only. The tests are free for persons with or without symptoms.
We have a very close site to the hospital. We encourage anyone that feels like they would like tested, even if you aren't having symptoms, to come out and get tested.
To schedule an appointment, call 301-883-6627. Prince George's enters a modified Phase 2 reopening starting at 5 p.m. today, June 15th. Here in Laurel, workers were inside of businesses prepping for the afternoon hour when retail stores can open at 50% capacity. Indoor dining areas at restaurants will also open at half capacity. Barber shops and hair salons will be by appointment only. Outdoor community pools can open at 25% capacity, and small groups of 9 or fewer children can play youth sports. Indoor services can resume at houses of worship, but only with 1/4 of parishioners. Outdoor church services of up to 250 people are also permitted. For the full list of activities permitted, you can visit mypgc.us/reopen. Gay and lesbian workers are protected from job discrimination, according to the U.S. Supreme Court. The new ruling states that the 1964 landmark civil rights law, known as Title VII, which bars job discrimination because of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, also encompasses bias against gay and lesbian workers. A ruling on similar protections for transgender people is expected soon. Meantime, the High Court rejected a challenge to Maryland's handgun law, letting stand a lower court ruling. Gun rights advocates had challenged the state's requirement that applicants provide a substantial reason to carry a weapon outside of the home. The latest flashpoint in the nation's police brutality dilemma is Atlanta, Georgia. Protests erupted in the city Friday after 27-year-old Rayshard Brooks was killed by officers during a confrontation at a Wendy's restaurant. The incident was captured on police body cam video seen here. Authorities say Brooks was shot in the back attempting to flee. His death has been ruled a homicide. One officer was fired yesterday, but an anguished Brooks family spoke out today, calling for justice. And national protests over the law enforcement excessive force have prompted a local police chief to make major policy changes. Edmonston Police Chief Demetrius Harris says the George Floyd incident in Minneapolis should never happen in his town. He's issued an order requiring his officers to stop any colleague using excessive force. Harris says anyone failing to follow the new order will face dismissal. Well, despite troubling economic times, the COVID-19 loss of $130 million, the county has retained its AAA bond rating. County Executive Angela Alsobrooks today says the rating shows that Prince George's has sound financial policies. The AAA rating allows the county to borrow at lower interest rates. Well, the head of the state's legislative Black Caucus wants the General Assembly to return to Annapolis before January to override a series of vetoes issued by Governor Hogan. According to Maryland Matters, Delegate Darrell Barnes wants to override the veto for a measure that would provide new funding for the state's HBCUs in particular. Now, the caucus has yet to formally discuss the issue and has not taken an official position on whether to convene a special session. As portions of society begin to slowly reopen, it will likely take many months before things get back to normal. Among those navigating their way through the pandemic is the Washington Performing Arts. Byron Scott reports.
I think that the phase-back guideline that the mayor and leadership in Washington, D.C. has outlined is realistic, whether it's a percentage of capacity of a venue or head counts. I think there are a number of different approaches to safely phasing back. The dates of those phase backs are completely or anybody's guess. We're focusing on a very different approach to our presenting, using a digital platform initially and building residency modules around artists, with the idea that we might phase back live attendance, but that we're not going to be reliant upon it.
Well, looking for something fun for your little one to do for the summer? You might want to sign them up for the Department of Parks and Recreation's virtual summer clubhouses. Keisha Butts has the details.
While your youngster may not be able to enjoy traditional summer camps and seeing their friends in person, they'll still be able to enjoy several activities through Parks and Recreation's virtual summer clubhouses. Starting today, parents can sign up their kids ages 6 to 17 for a variety of online camps, including sports, arts, theater, and STEAM.
We know they're itching to do something besides their schoolwork and interact with their siblings at home. And so this would be a good way for them to honestly get to see some of the friends that they make at camp every summer and different things like that, and to explore the interests that they have that are outside of their normal school curriculum.
Again, Prince George's County residents can sign up today. Everyone else can register June 22nd. To sign up, go to pgparks.com. This is Keisha Butts with CTV News.
Having trouble paying your water bills? WSSC says it's willing to help. The agency says it's adding more than $3 million to its assistance program. If you receive higher than normal bills due to COVID-19, you're encouraged to contact WSSC for assistance. Attorney General Brian Frost joins a coalition to combat elder financial abuse. Frost participated in a virtual press conference this morning to announce Protect Week from June 15th to the 21st, a statewide public education campaign to prevent older Americans from financial exploitation. Maryland, along with other states, has experienced a significant increase in cases over the last few years, particularly involving seniors. Exploitation occurs when a person misuses or steals the assets of a vulnerable adult to benefit themselves. World Elder Abuse Awareness Day is observed today, June 15th. For more information, you can log on to protectweek.org.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this CTV Sports Report. We start tonight talking about soccer. Now the NWSL season is going to be a little bit different this year, as it's going to be a tournament format in Utah. The Washington Spirit entered that tournament with a very young team and are going to rely on their veteran leadership to get them through it.
With the format of the tournament being really condensed and games kind of back to back, we have a lot of younger players, so really trying to direct their focus the ways that it needs to be directed, whether that's from the coaching staff or as a team collectively, whatever it is we're trying to do, trying to really narrow down and make it as simple as possible for them. I think it also, with my experience, I think you have to be concerned with working way too hard and not working smart. And that's something that I think I need to kind of direct them towards or help them with, assist them with throughout the entirety of the tournament.
It's a great opportunity for all the veterans to just take the lessons they've learned and apply them to the situation. I think that's what experience is about, is that no two experiences are the same, but there are tidbits you can take from here and there and apply them and help show, the newer, younger players how to be a professional. And I think how to be a professional is how to deal with anything that comes your way. So definitely just taking everything one day at a time and doing our best to just prepare and focus on whatever games are ahead of us.
To baseball. Last week, the Baltimore Orioles selected Heston Kjerstad with the number 2 overall pick in the 2020 Major League Baseball draft. Now, Kjerstad is excited about getting started in the Baltimore Orioles organization and looks forward to one day hitting home runs at Camden Yards.
I'm hoping I'll be able to get out to the Orioles facilities, whether it's spring training or wherever, and start getting after it, working out with the team or working out with their trainers, and hopefully playing again soon. I'm really getting the itch to get some live at bats and playing a game again for sure.
Obviously, you've seen Camden Yards as a left-handed hitter come to that ballpark, staring at the warehouse. What's that going to be like for you once you step on the field up here in Baltimore?
Man, I've actually seen videos of some big leaguers hitting some home runs off of it. You know, maybe I'll be able to put a few off of it one day.
Staying with baseball, even though the Bowie Bay Sox may not play in 2020, they continue to serve the community. Today, with the mega chicken truckload sale. General Manager Brian Shawcross talked about the event.
Well, we're at the Bay Sox chicken sale. Almost 60,000 pounds of chicken for the community. Feels good to be doing some work, even though we're not playing baseball. Feels good to be helping the community out with a pretty incredible chicken sale.
And that is your CTV Sports Report.
And that wraps up CTV News for now. I'm Patricia Vallone. Have a great evening.